to this live stream, so bear with me for 2 moments, guys, and we'll get started. So I'm just going to turn down my settings in game for audio, which you'll be able to see shortly. Oh, that should be alright. Let me just put it down to 6. Master volume is a bit lower than normal. As you can see, we are sitting at Eastbourne. We are going to head up to Brighton. There you go, now we are on the 377. There's another one. This one is an AI train heading up to Hastings, so the train is already set up for departure. We've got a few people on board. Good evening, madam, how are you? Good evening, sir. No one in first class, surprisingly. Wonder if anyone's in first class at the other end. We'll go have a quick look as the AI train is given. Is he going to be given priority over us? He should be. Yep, she is. Oh no, she's decided she doesn't want to depart yet, so maybe we'll get priority. I don't think we will, but you never know. One person decided, I'm not going to head up backup line, so they've decided to disembark off that train. This is a long run down to the end of the train, just to see if anyone's on first class, but the AI train is ready to depart. It's heading to Hastings on platform number 2. And there we go, that departs. So, one person in first class on the other train as well, so on the rear end of our train. So there goes the train to Hastings. Our doors will close automatically on our train. They haven't, surprisingly, which is good, because sometimes the AI will jump in and just close the doors, but this time they haven't. So let's jump on board. We'll stand there for a few moments, make sure no one's going to get caught on the train doors as we close them. Ring the bell, and we'll now stand clear of the doors, please. This train. So we'll just look along the train to make sure no one gets caught in the doors. Oh, I know why. Whoops, that was my mistake. Master key wasn't in. Let's try again. There you go, doors are now closed, finally. Don't know what's going on now. So we'll close this door as well. We have got a amber signal ahead of us, so we are now ready to depart. Not going to use... Oh no, I need to activate these over here as well. DSD can go on. AWS goes on as well. We'll acknowledge that before we go into shutdown, so the train doesn't go into an emergency stop. DR8 driver's reminder appliance is on as well, so everything's on. All the alarm systems are running. Just apply a little bit of brakes here. So we go under the speed limit, 25 miles an hour as we leave Eastbourne. Put the wipers onto intermittent. Hopefully they'll react. There you go. So we are doing the evening run. First station will be at Hampden Park. Green signal has now changed, so we should be able to speed up shortly. Just keeping an eye out for the speed board, which we've probably gone past, so speed limit has gone up to 70 miles an hour. Obviously keeping an eye on all signals, because obviously we do have the Hastings train alongside us, which should have disappeared off the map by now. Oh no, it's right in front of us, so AWS should re-alert itself. Yep, which it does. So it's an autumn day here in Brighton area. Obviously monitoring all the signals as we head up to Hampden Park. Again, AWS will ring quite a lot just to remind us to check the signals. We are going up a slight gradient, so just going to put the power down to about 1, just in case we do approach a red signal before we get to Hampden Park. We shouldn't, but you never know. Oh no, we are. We'll go down to brake 2 and then brake 3, just so we stop at a nice... I'm trying not to stop fully because the timetable is quite tight. Oh god, are we going to spad first time? No, just about stopped, but now we can't see the signal, which is a bit annoying, but... Right, let's put the trim back. There you go. Had to go neutral, then forward. And the signals, we can now go forward. Then we go forward, brake 3, release the brakes, and we should be able to move forward. And it is wet, don't want us getting soaked as we approach Hampden Park. That did cost us a little bit of time, but not majorly. And again, the signal in front of us is just changed to amber as well, but obviously that's right at the end of the platform. I'm at a nice, good pace here. Just go notch 3 just to brake a little bit over the edge of the platform with our carrot, our front of the train, and that's not a bad stop at all. We'll just go SDO, we'll have a look outside. There you go, a little bit of an overshoot there of the signal, but not too bad. The signal board is here, the stopping boards. We did overshoot a little bit, but not majorly. We were a little bit late. Obviously that's due to the train in front of us, so not too bad. Let's shut this door though. And we'll pretend we have a guard. So, we're safe to depart. Green signal ahead of us. So let's make our way up the line to Polegate, which is our next station stop. There goes DSD, or the vigilance device, reminding us that just to keep an eye on the track, not to get distracted or anything. So Polegate is our next station. The speed limit is 80 miles an hour, but due to the gradient we are going down, I will just idle the throttle here. Don't know why it's telling me to reduce why the AWS went off there. I don't see a speed board, so maybe there's a speed change coming. So we did go down a slight gradient, now we're going up one, so as we go up towards Polegate here, 0.7 of a mile away, just over half a mile, I'm just going to idle the throttle. The gradient of the hill is 0.9% of a Oh god, wow, that speed dropped rapidly. I did not expect that at all. And then it goes back up to 98 because of the sharp bend. My bad. Didn't really look. That was my own fault. I didn't pay attention to the speed board before that, which told me about the change into the slower speed. So we are just coming into Polegate here. Nice. Trying to get it as close to the end of the platform as always. Gonna go to the 12 marker here, maybe a little bit before that, but I know we're 8 carriage train, but we'll go for the 20 marker there, 20 yards over. And that made no sense why the doors suddenly shut themselves like there. So we're going to make a little bit of an earlier departure, where I've got to go to, why is it? I didn't do a emergency stop, did I? Okay. Something went wrong there. No, oh well. Next stop is Berwick. We actually left dead on time, I think. Yeah, we did. But, wait, or a second late. Nope, dead on time. We're just going over the neutral section there, so we'll go and have a look around the train here. Oh god. I've been driving around with no headlights on. I'm sure I had them on at the beginning. Something went wrong. It's driving me a bit mad. Let's see if the rear, the train. Look at that. How good does that look? Anyway, let's go back to the real view and carry on our way to Berwick. So we still have several stations. We'll run through them as we get towards them. So Berwick is our next one. Now I'm more aware, speed limit is 90 miles per hour. We're about 2.5 miles away from Berwick, or Berwick, however you want to pronounce it. I know I often get names of places wrong, but you can barely see down the track, so we've got to be really wary now of potential speed changes. So AWS will be relying on as we approach Berwick here, just for any potential speed limit changes. There was no whistle board for that level crossing, which would be odd because obviously you would want to. Anyway, little ones, but. Oh god, we're going to be flying in here. Bit quicker than normal. Just trying to make up a little bit of time here. 75 miles an hour as we leave Berwick as well. Bit heavy on the old brakes, but I'm gonna have to overshoot again here. No, it should be alright actually. Let's try and get this spot on. A little bit further up. I think we're right at the end of the platform for once. A little bit further, a little bit further, a little bit further. And that will do. All release. We'll see how many people get on or off. Quite a few got off here actually. Or 3 of them, sorry. Doesn't look like anyone's boarding, so we'll have a little while to wait. Don't think way down to Eastbourne. Oh no, there is, so right, let's get ready to depart. So doors closed. Put the power back on. Gonna leave it notch free this time as we see the next train coming in. And there you go. How about that for a crossover shot? And that train is going to Orr. So as you can see, we are making our way to Glynde. Speed limit is, I think, 90 miles an hour on this stretch. Vigilance did go off there, so we just respond to that. We are going down a hill, so I'm just gonna go to 0 throttle, idle the throttle here, and then touch on the brakes as and when. Oh god, better respond to that. So as you can see, we're coming in bit quick and... oh god, I don't know why my brakes do that. R1 button's a bit dodgy. Coming at nice gradual slowing down here. Just going to flip between notch 1 and 2 here, so we get a bit more braking force as we approach the platform edge, which we'll just be able to make up through the distance. The right hand side always starts first on this station, so you can get an idea as you coast in here. Just again flicking between all braking zones. Just letting the train coast to the end of the platform slightly, and then a bit more brake just so we don't overshoot, and that will do. So standard door operation, SDO. There's the board, and I think we may be spot on. We've still got Lewes to stop at, Falmer, Moulsecoomb and Brighton. We don't stop at London Road, which is a stop that the Lewes shuttle does. So let's jump back in to the cab. Doesn't look like that guy wants his train, so I don't know where he's going. Let's close the doors. 5 seconds till departure time. Actually give the doors enough time to lock. And off we go. So we know as we approach Lewes that the speed limit does drop quite a lot, so I'm just getting almost prepared for that. 2 miles out, so I'm just idling the throttle around notch 1 to 3. And I'm just cruising in at notch 3. No, took 1, sorry. So around 1.5 miles per away, I will start dropping the speed a little bit more to around 50. So about now I'll start reducing a little bit more. As you are going up a hill, I will keep it around the 50. I'll try and keep it around 50 miles per hour, but it's not going to be that easy. There's a speed limit, all good, for 40, so I'm guessing that's where we've got to be at. Well, it goes down to 60, but then it drops down to 40. So I'm going to aim to be around the 40 marker. And there you go, dead on 40 miles an hour. speed limit drops again as we approach the platform, so I'm just bringing the train to a nice gradual like to get to the speed limit. So oh god, the speed limit did drop to 10 miles an hour. Whoops. Standard door operation as always, and I think we're a few seconds early, but not majorly. So, oh god, have I left late? Probably. Oh well, we can make that up, so I'm not going to obey the speed limit coming out of Lewes. So it's too slow. We'll just floor it out of Lewes and so as we leave. As you can see, nice and gradual, going up the hill. So as you can see, 3 miles out and we're well below the speed limits. We'll now increase that to 70 miles per hour to match the speed limit. Obviously we are going up a gradient, so you've got to be more careful. I should actually come into Falmer a little bit early. So when you start applying the brakes around the tunnel, so just as we enter it, I have just gone into brake step 1. And then that'll, once we get to Brighton, that'll be it for this service. We'll finish this and then I will be going on to another game, probably another route, but we'll see what happens to our film. Just trying to come in as slow as possible here to allow us not to be sat here for too long. With a scheduled arrival time of 14:1. So the stopping board for this station is right at the end here of this platform, so got to try and judge it just about right, and I think we may have done just so, we'll have a look. That doesn't look too bad, a little bit short, but not majorly. The board is, well, it's a bit over actually. Looks like it's on the fence when you approach. It's actually not, it's just beforehand, so didn't let anyone got off or on, so nice sound, but no aeroplane. Unless it's in the clouds. But anyway, let's get ready to depart. So we've got about another minute, just under a minute, so we'll just stand there for a few more seconds. The Amex Arena Stadium is in the background, the Brighton and Hove Football Club Stadium, so right, let's get ready to depart. So we'll shut these doors. Have a quick look to make sure no one wants to get on, or no one is trapped in the doors. We'll sit back down, close our driver cab, signal to the guard, and off we go. The next station will be Morecambe and then Brighton. It's only a, oh god, a bit of overspeed in there, but we'll just idle the throttle anyway. Just to see. Just on the overpass here, I've just got into notch 1 braking. I'll go into notch 2 just after this signal. There you go, turn on that signal there. And then notch 3 if I don't feel we're slowing down enough, which should be alright actually. Just going to go back to notch 1 for now. Notch 2 as we get to the end of the platform. much free just to stop us right at the end here. And that is a little bit of an overshoot. 4 yards isn't too bad. All release. We'll see where we stopped. Yeah, a little bit. Oh, look at that. These first set of doors are actually on the car stop sign, so not bad. Right, we've got 2-minute departure wait time, but we're not going to bother because we are going to Brighton, and that is our terminus, so let's try and get to that. If there was scenarios, stuff like that, you would then be able to read them from there. Let's put the brakes on to 3, shut the doors would be good before I try to apply throttle. Just apply a little bit of braking here. We're on the approach to Brighton, so there will be several signals. It will be amber and potentially red as we approach. Hopefully not though, because we're not running too early sometimes. Obviously we're skipping London Road, which is this station as we go through, so we'll just make sure that person doesn't step over that yellow line, which they don't. 30-mile limit on the viaduct here, so I'm just reducing my speed quite rapidly as we go over the viaduct, as we approach Brighton. AWS warning us of the amber signal. We'll have a quick look from the front camera here. One of my favourite cameras is this one, especially over that view. And we're coming into Brighton at a good speed, 20-mile-an-hour limit. That was what the AWS was actually reminding me of as well. Idle the throttle, so we do come in at 20 miles per hour as per speed limit. As you can see, Brighton, not overly busy, has to be said. There's a couple of trains here, but not a lot. Oh, it's only us and one other train. So, time to start applying some brake. I usually try and aim to get it alongside the AI train parked up, either on either platform, so. And that is probably one of the better stops, so we'll just unlock the doors here. For some reason it's not registering that we've unlocked the doors, so There you go, now it has, for some reason it wasn't registering the first time, so. And that is us done at Brighton, so. Not a bad score, not great. Let's see how, look at that. Stopping distance on most of them was like a yard away. Or 2 point. I think the worst one was, what, 18 yards. The rest of them were pretty accurate, so happy with that. 10,000 extra points scored as well. Puts in the upper level. Let's go back to free roam. Let's set this train for the next driver. We're not going to take it. We'll put this to auto. Next thing to do is put this into notch 3. Directional switch goes off. We'll leave the master key on. We'll shut these doors. Hopefully they've shut. Let's try that again. There you go. Alright, so now we'll come over to here and shut all these down as well. So DRA can go to isolated now. DSD isolated. Vigilance isolated. And AWS is isolated. So when we come over here, we'll just get this door opened up ready for us to walk straight off. And then we'll come over here. As I said, brake free. Direction is forward. We'll put that to off. Take out our master key. And that train is now ready to be handed over to the next driver. Look at that. Only a little bit short there, but not bad. And that is us done. So thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, this live stream, please make sure you smash a like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you all very soon.